Conor McGregor waited 5 years for his long-awaited comeback. It lasted just 69 seconds. Most people are talking about the injury. I think they're talking about the wrong thing. So Conor's been out of the Octagon for 5 years now. Sure, he's done a lot of media and we've seen him turn up on BKFC many times. One thing we hear Joe Rogan and other experts talk about all the time is that ring rust is real. And for me, if you take 5 years out of anything, you're going to be rusty, but your confidence might also be diminished. There was tons of hype around this fight with Max Holloway. Some commentators are saying that Conor didn't look himself. I think that's down to the Paddy Pimblett reaction, where he was pretty stoic, didn't really react in the way we were expecting him to. But on the walkout, he had that cheeky grin, he had that supreme confidence. The mohawk was kind of crazy, but I think we've seen that from him before. And of course, he was proudly wrapped in the Irish flag. As soon as the fight starts, Conor runs in, throws this wild jump kick that, in my opinion, a near 40-year-old man should not be doing. Otherwise, you are going to risk injury. He kind of lands fairly awkwardly and his knee buckles, gives way, and he falls over. The commentators said he slipped, but after that, he couldn't put any weight on his leg. Ref stopped the fight, I believe, at about 1:09. Conor clearly looked disappointed. He limped out, no interview afterwards. Here's the bit that no one's talking about. Even with the injury and even with the loss on Saturday night, Conor still won. That's because this isn't about losing. This is about longevity. This is about someone's career. As someone who's spent almost 20 years helping people navigate careers within some of the most challenging and highly sought after industries, I've seen this pattern before. High performers and elite athletes struggle to identify the changes, maybe within their body, maybe within their careers or their priorities, and they still keep going. Normally you hear a lot of the commentators, it's time to retire, it's time to give up, I don't want to see that guy fight or compete anymore and risk further injury. My recommendation is always the same: do not retire. Instead, transition from one phase to another. It's a staggered approach onto a new pathway. Sure, MMA fighters can't go on forever, but there are alternatives, there are other options. And this is the crossroads that Conor McGregor will be finding himself, even though he's got one fight left on his current deal with the UFC. And win or lose for Conor McGregor, it didn't matter. He's made millions. He's generated millions. He stays in the conversation and he's more relevant now than ever before, even though it's not necessarily for getting the W. Nothing that happened in those 69 seconds to Conor McGregor will change or impact anything negatively. Conor's legacy is incredible. He was the first simultaneous two-division champ. The champ Mayweather fight. It was one of the biggest fights in history, and it changed boxing. It changed fighter pay. He was the UFC's biggest star. He may still be. He built Proper 12 whiskey with an exit strategy of over 600 million, 22 wins and only 7 losses. This is a legacy in a career that goes beyond MMA fighting. He's got nothing left to prove to me or anyone else for that matter. In career terms for Conor McGregor, it's not about his most recent role, or in this case, his latest fight. His CV is his legacy. It's his body of work beyond just fight. And we've all had roles or a freelance job that just didn't work out. I've met with people and interviewed them asking about their careers and backgrounds. People that have worked in incredible agencies, the kind of companies that you'd give your right arm to work at. I've asked them, why do they want to leave? Why do they want to get out of the industry and move on? Some cases they're burnt out. Some cases they're just fed up with what they're selling. And in some cases they're just looking for a new chapter, a new passion, something that's just a different direction that they want to move towards. That's not failure. Sometimes it's just part of the process. This story isn't just about Conor McGregor. It's about all of us. Conor's had 5 years out. That's a gap on someone's CV. The question is, what were you doing within that time frame? Was it productive? Was it growth? Or something equally as important? Legacy is a body of work. It's a career track record, not a job title that defines you. Throughout your career, you're going to have setbacks. There's going to be redundancies. There's going to be roles that are a mismatch that just don't work out. There may even be times when you don't pass your probation period. This is all part of the process. Should Conor have thrown that high kick, especially when he's been hobbling around on his right leg for the last 5 years? Things have changed, and so does your work environment too. Skills that worked 5 years ago may now need updating. Health is a non-negotiable. Let's face it, Conor has got everything he could ever want money-wise. If you haven't got that, what have you got? Navigating a career like Conor McGregor's without a deep strategy didn't serve him well. His body just wasn't ready for it. The reality is, health is the new wealth. Success gives people options, so use them. Don't become trapped by what made you successful. Your career should be something that supports your life, not the other way round. I'd really like to know what you think. If Conor worked in your office or walked into your workplace tomorrow, what advice would you give him? Fight again or build a new chapter? And I'll see you in the next one.